I wouldn't actually say that. I think it's a bullet. Finally, she's doing what I thought like she should do like from the beginning. And Sakurai couldn't do this before, and now she can. He's pretty much at his maximum. What is this? What the actual... I have a feeling like this is bad. Reinhardt, what the hell is your power level? I don't believe it. There's no way. What the... Oh... I guess that... this is so weird. Oh my god. Schreiber tore for the very fabric of space, rendering everything in its path, yet Sakurai and I still lived. Okay, good. How did we live? A single misstep in our dance, macabre with the steel demon, would doom us to being torn to shreds in an instant. We found ourselves unable to advance to our destination, the athletic field where Shiro awaited. The physics-defying whirlwind followed the Schreiber wake was enough to wound us, leaving us with hundreds of cuts. Even with my speed pushed to its absolute limits, or rather my time slowed to a night-complete halt, I still couldn't keep up with him. I had managed to just barely make him out, but my attacks couldn't even graze him. Nevertheless, my position still felt relatively manageable. At least I managed to reach the speed that put me in comparable level to that nimble bastard. Okay, that's good. Unfortunately, yeah, she's not that lucky. Sakura obviously existed on the time axis far slower than mine or Schreiber's. She wasn't weak, naturally, but her powers could do little good against the opponent with such superior speed. I wish I could use her for a long-range logistical support instead, but Schreiber wouldn't allow it. Rather than me, who would keep up with his speed, he concentrated most entirely on attacking Sakurai. The most sensible of military strategies, when in battle with multiple foes, first neutralize the weakest and will deal their numbers. Yep, that's true. Though in that case, it was likely just a wild instinct. Either way, I had to revise my opinion of him being no more than a rabid dog. The way he's sniffed out our weaknesses, his instinct for the self-preservation, instant decision making in the midst of battle, an unbelievable affinity for physical exhaustion. All those qualities made him appear like a precise killing automaton masquerading as a raging beast, and not the other way around. How many thousands had to die for him to hone his skills to such perfection? Well, a lot. He was a specialist of murder, trained in genuinely war scenarios, a monster that displayed not an ounce of weaknesses. And so I was forced to concentrate on protecting Sakurai through the whole battle, where this advantage to begin with. And now the situation began to grow even worse with each passing moment. Only certain death would await me. Should I decide to abandon my partner? The sole reason we managed to fend him off this long was that we fought him 2 against 1. I wouldn't actually say that. Like, Schreiber is basically attacking only Sakurai, and she's probably really helpless in this situation. And the one who's like really fending him off is Ren, and he have to like do this while protecting Sakurai. Because she cannot even see him probably. In one-on-one battle, he would kill both me and Sakurai in a blink of an eye, if we didn't utilize his odd obsession with dodging each and every attack. No matter how trivial, he would have already screwed us countless of times. Sakurai cried out my name, while using her sword as a shield against Schreiber's blast of air. Okay. Sounds determined. She glared at me with the eyes lit up in fire, urging me to not interfere. Yeah, you need to both attack. And that was her role. She could only lure him into the athletics field. And then it was Shiro's job to distract him. Only I possess enough speed to end this battle. The Star Beast launched his fangs at Sakurai. punishing her foolish action of wasting breath in the midst of the mortal battle. Well, fuck. The bike, its speed exceeding that of the sound at this point, crashed straight into her with kinetic energy rivaling that of the meteorite. I could hear the very shattering of souls during the impact. She must have lost a fair bit of lives in that single hit. It was probably a bad idea to expect much from her durability from this point on, yeah. And she probably is the only one who can lure him out, like, he really cares only about her at this point. If she dies, then he can just like say, yeah, Ren, you know what, I saw enough of you, so yeah, good luck, I killed the traitor and I'm fine, I'm go away. But probably Schreiber would just like still fight after it, because it's Schreiber. Yet Schreiber, in his inhuman sadism, was not yet done. Okay. He rammed the muzzles of his guns into Sakurai's face. Oh my god! The emergence of his bike, the guns appeared to have grown in power as well. They were no longer the useless things he wielded at the beginning of the battle. The rustled barrels now had an aura of truly lethal weapons. Schreiber would kill her. Still, what I had to do now was to trust her, like I did Shiro. Through the layers of flames and blood, I could see a smile on her face. Okay. What do we need to do? Rebel guns lit up. Their dual echo, like the tolling of the bell signaling terrible calamity. What is that? The muzzle flash blinded her. In mere moments, the ashen beast would sink its fangs into her, ending her life. Is that a bullet? I think it's a bullet. Like 2 of them. Actually, it's like a lot of bullets. Holy shit! When faced with fate, most would deem inescapable, she merely smiled. Not from resignation or despair, but emotion she had long since forgotten, faith in her comrades, bashfulness blended with an odd sense of pride in her heart. The resulting joy makes her lips curl upwards. Her heart was bereft of fear or doubt. She would perform her duty, and that was all there was to it. The sole thing to unnerve her a little was the fact that a mistake on her part could potentially doom the two men. They had to survive, prevail, and head towards the brighter tomorrow together. She would not allow them, those who believed in her, to perish, nor did she plan to meet her own end today. Okay, what happened? How did she dodge it? As his gun suddenly lost their scaffold and slid through, Schreiber let out a gasp of confusion. No prey could possibly escape him in this state, and indeed, the front wheel of his bike should still have been ramming into the girl. Oh my god! Is she doing what I thought like she should do, like during the, like I was so confused in like Bay situation? Because in Bay situation, in fight with Bay, she turned into fire multiple times. Like healing her wounds or something, right? Like she can like turn into fire, go back and heal her wounds. So why wouldn't she like, you know, just turn into fire and like dodge every attack of Bay? And she's actually doing it now, right? Like Schreiber is like onto her and she's like turning into flame and he's like slipping through her, I guess. I mean, that's the first like implication of this power I thought about when like she turned into the fire. You're just like invincible basically. Yet it felt as if both his bullets and the wheel went straight through her, causing no serious damage, as if she had been a ghost or a mirage. Yeah. Finally she's doing what I thought like she should do like from the beginning. I guess it's hurting her souls, right? Because it's still like... Yeah, I guess, okay. I guess... It was like... physical damage against soul damage, I guess. And in this situation, the physical damage equals death. So she decided to just like extinguish some of her souls. I guess. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is the limitation of this power. The soul damage, basically. Okay. Okay, whispered. Reach him. Even through the ear-splitting roar of the whirlwind. That was what she believed, what she wished for. The rules of her world shifted. Oh! Wait! So she upgraded her third degree? She couldn't do that before? Is this the element that Bay mentioned? Bay mentioned that Leon is nothing like Valkyria. Like, she was similar, but way more advanced. Maybe this is the situation. Maybe that's what Valkyria could do. Be like, basically the element. And Sakurai couldn't do this before, and now she can. Holy shit, power-ups. The task itself was by no means trivial. It was not something one could accomplish at will, especially not while fighting the beasts of such overwhelming prowess. However, if there was a time for it, it was now. If her opponent was the inflammable Tempest, then she would focus on sustaining her flames and turning her herself incorporeal. She lured him into the trap. Her job here was finished. Okay, so he just like ran through her and like go into like the fields. Holy shit. Okay, Sakura, I fucking love you. Schreiber crashed through the wall and closed from behind her, emerging at the athletic field where her comrade had been lying in wait. This CG still looks like Alucard to me. Shiro faced the raging beast, not minding the critical state of his own body in the slightest. That was the last stop for the freak. Shiro would put end to his 60 years of madness tonight. A hole of the steel exhaust. Schreiber heart danced in exhilaration. He'd been having a blast, having found such an entertaining prey. With 6 swastikas open, the immortal Enherar could summon about 80% of power the physical realm. Okay, 80%, that's more than half, so he's pretty much at his maximum, pretty much. So he couldn't get like much stronger, I guess. Just a tiny bit, but tiny bit would be enough, I guess, to win. Because even Ren is like barely able to like comprehend his speed. If that would be like 20% more, then even Ren couldn't like do anything to him, probably. Also, he didn't activate his third degree yet. And yet, despite him summoning his Vanguard for aid, those three still elude his grasp. He had indeed found his Valhalla, the perfect stage to bask in valor and glory. Oh, what if he cannot make his third degree? Because it's only 80% power. I wonder if like it might be the case. Like they cannot like use third degree because it's not like they are like not fully manifested. Not to mention, he circled around the traps in the athletic field. A young man stood empty-handed in the middle of it, seemingly insignificant. As far as his soul was concerned, the Schreiber could smell the danger about him. The prey had hardened by battle, far more so than the other two, and possessed of a somewhat defective mind that reminded Schreiber of himself. You are not wrong. His sixth sense, his affinity for murder and death, told him that man before him was the one he ought to devour first. Yeah, it's still like, depending if Schreiber really is weak, like in defensive state, or not, like in like statistic in defense. Because he previously dodged bullets, so if that was his pride, then these traps can do nothing to him. If he dodged them because they could hurt him, then these traps are like probably lethal to him. be rigged. Schreiber could tell, as the Einherjar, whose mind had synchronized with the castle the most. He was the purest of them all, and therefore he could see through the man. Okay. In him, he had seen the blessing and the favor of God. Okay. And so he would tear him to shreds, for no gods lorded over this place tonight. Vandergaard rolled in sync with Schreiber's maddened oracle. He took on the shape of the invisible shooting star and launched onward to pulverize his foe. He saw through what had been hidden in the athletics field with a single glance. He didn't live through hundreds of battlefields for nothing. A squad of iron balls assaulted him as the wheels of Vanguard set off the traps. Claymores. So I was right there on my mines. This Shiro just like put up the fucking minefield. Like, how did they knew that he would come? Like, did I miss something? What did I miss? How did they know? Claymores, directional anti-personnel mines. Shiro turned the entire area into a minefield. Well, he's too fast for them, I guess. Before the shrapnel can get him, he's like already in other place. Okay. Yet, none of the explosions could keep up with Schreiber. Unpredictable attacks covering the wide area worked best against the opponent of high speed, but the best was still not good enough to catch a whirlwind. He dodged the explosions as he set them off. His ability to control the motorcycle and its insane speed had already gone far beyond merely comedic. Now came off an outright uncanny. One would be foolish to hope for a few petty tricks to stop the maddening stride of Albedo. Okay. And Shiro understood that much himself. He did not put much faith into those mines to begin with. Okay, so how do you stop him? He only used them to limit Schreiber's movement and lure him into a more predictable trajectory. After all, as the person who had set them up, Shiro knew where all the mines were placed. He could clearly visualize the road of his opponent as he dodged every single attack that came his way. Even if his speed exceeded the boundaries of the mortal eyes, it was still possible to hit any ball whose trajectory you could predict. If one were to find a flaw in the plan, a red smile contoured his lips. The one to kick the bucket first would lose. He almost regretted suggesting that kind of bet. Well, yeah. Yeah, you can have like weird powers for Mercurius, seems like it. It pissed him off like nothing else. He knew that he would survive regardless of what happened next. Why couldn't he die? Why couldn't he feel alive? He wished he knew who he was and where that ridiculous invincibility cheat kept coming from. If God truly existed in this world, Shiro would have loved nothing more than bash his fucking skull in. He had to prove that he was not a puppet for the higher power to toy around with, and therefore he decided to choose the most self-destructive method to end this with. Okay? What is this? He didn't want to die. But victory delivered to him on a silver platter by the goddamn deja vu would have been even worse. In any case, he had to hit that nimble freak once, and in a way that would humiliate him the most, rendering him immobile. He needed to sever the final strands of sanity still holding the Malma minds together. In other words, would be what? Shiro pushed the switch of the remote control in his hand without any hesitation, like he was knocking on his best buddy's door. It wasn't claymores, but dynamite, okay. Put it in front of him, okay. He pulled off the grenade in front of him again. He did that before in school with Bay. The abrupt explosion of something had yet to touch caused a moment of confusion upon Schreiber, who up till now was used to dodging only mines. To add to that, the flames of the exhaustion explosion hid his target from view. A reflexive dodge, his own obsession with avoiding everything, led Schreiber to jump into the trajectory of an unavoidable attack. Indeed.
Hey, omachi.
Okay. He possessed a mind so broken, it allowed him to grin, even when exposed to the murderous heat of an explosion. What the fuck? What a badass. An aloofness that led him to abandon his own body parts once he had ceased to be useful. They had ceased to be useful. A spectacle of madness, rivaling even that of Schreiber, the ashen beasts of the Einsatzgruppen. That was Shiro's true nature, one that Ren had described as the mix of unpredictability and sheer idiocy. Self-destructive and preposterous beyond words. Shock and humiliation that defy description. He served his own left arm and used it as the weapon. What the actual fuck? What? I thought I cannot predict Schreiber. Okay, Shiro, you are like Schreiber 2.0. What the fuck? He just punched him with his hand. Also, Schreiber seems to be crying on the CG. What? Also, why there's like wall? It's not like... I guess he's... Oh, he's bleeding? Wait, what? There's no way that Shiro can't make that much damage. I mean, I guess he's moving so fast that he like crushed into the hand and like... maybe it's the blood from the Shiro hand actually. I mean, he could splatter it. Let's see. It inflicted no damage, left no wound. Okay, yeah, so yeah. He just like ran through it, I guess. But he got hit, and that's what's important. Yet Albedo, the Einherjar, who prided himself on being the fastest of them all, had just been punched by the mortal man. That alone remained as an undeniable fact. What could have been more humiliating than that? Yeah. Okay, I see. He had to extend his reach twice, and this was the only way he knew how to do it fast enough. Great! An action not even a madman, let alone an average human, could predict. Despite the permanent loss of one of his limbs, Shiro displayed a refreshing smile before addressing his comrades, who had been observing the spectacle from the shadows. I'm not sure if this is actually... We'll see. Maybe it's like... in another episode. I don't know if it's the same. We'll see. I shoot forward from my hiding place at the speed of bullet. I will do it. I will finish him, no matter what. Sakura put her life on the line for this chance, while Shiro even sacrificed his own arm. I wouldn't let it slip away. Schreiber had fallen completely silent and motionless. He seems to have experienced the greatest humiliation of his life, one that left him in the state of utter confusion. The moment before his surprise turned to anger was our first and only chance at taking him out. I slowed the flow of time as much as I possibly could. It would help me cover the 50 meters separating us in no more than a moment. However, Schreiber lost his, like, patch of the eye. I have a feeling like this is bad. Also, he's crying normal tears, and I just realized this is like crying blood. Where's your motorcycle, though? For some reason, the distance between us didn't seem to shrink. I wasn't holding back, and I could have sworn I had made the perfect start. What the fuck is happening now? What the hell was going on? Schreiber, still in daze, slowly placed his right palm on his cheek that got hit. The impact seems to have undone his eye patch. It now drifted in the air above him, revealing the hollow cavity of his right eye, while tears streamed down his cheek from the left. How could I be slower than someone who stood in place? That's weird. It was as if no matter how much I accelerated, the world itself kept us apart, with him being one step ahead of me regardless of what he did. The fuck? That scream reminded me of Sayanoda. Holy shit! Now I'm scared. What? It was then that the sickening change warped him. Wait, he's the physical transformation type, right? For the 3rd degree. As he shrieked in the voice, that seems to have arisen from hell itself. Blood, pus, and rot spilled forth from his hollow right eye. No, not only that. Maggots, semen, and pieces of half-digested human body parts began emerging from the bottomless cavity on his eye. What the fuck? What are you? Like, is this like dimensional pocket storage? What the fuck? I could make out fingers, eyes, ears, noses, tonages, and even reproductive organs. That was the source of Schreiber madness. The people he had slaughtered and devoured. Sakurai, who appeared to have happened on my slipstream in a heartbeat, let out a loud cry. Malice and resentment descended upon the area like the tempest, filling it with unbearable stench. Well, shit! Kodo's messed up space have been part of it. Maybe he's like the other type, I don't remember. This is like Hegemony, and Hegemony is the outside area, right? And the inside is, I don't know, transformation, something? I couldn't get to him, no matter how much I accelerated. He would just stay one step ahead of me, despite of not even moving. What kind of messed up power is that? A craving of being untouchable. Oh! I have a question. How the fuck did Heldrich hurt him? If that was the Heldrich, because I assume it's Heldrich. How did he lose to Heldrich if he can be literally untouchable? Reinhardt, what the hell is your power level? A world in which he was the fastest, regardless of the circumstances. That was Wolfgang Schreiber's. A prophecy of calamity spilled forth from his lips, as his mind still seems to linger in stupor. His silver hair fluttered violently in the air, growing longer with each passing moment. Both his guns and bike seems to have vanished, leaving him completely unarmed. Yet the incredible pressure sizing the area made it clear that it was his most dangerous form yet. Fusion, okay. So wait, what? So like he fused with his motorcycle and weapons? Such was the full-fledged visage of being who thrived on bloodshed, who lived for the carnage, for the hunt. A beast that listened to dying screams of his enemies as the melody most sweet. That's so fucked up. A form far more befitting Schreiber than Wilhelm, Spinner or anyone else, for that matter. For he embodied the very concept of carnage with a bone-chilling accuracy. Is his hair long? Is this his hair? His bike was the mere camouflage. It was when his madness exceeded its limit and exploded beyond his own control that Schreiber could grasp his true power.
私はまだ老いていない。性に溢れているのだから、どうかお願い。触らないで。
Fusing with the demon of steel, he would turn into a true berserker among Enheriar, a monster wearing human skin, his chest beating with a beastly heart, an abomination of unmatched speed and lethality.
美しく繊細なものよ。恐れることはない。手を伸ばせ。我は汝の友であり。ああ、恐れるな、怖がるな。誰も汝を傷つけない。我が腕の中で愛しいものよ。英語
I'm sorry, I stopped his chant. I'm very sorry.
ああ、恐れるな、怖がるな。誰も汝を傷つけない。我が腕の中で愛しいものよ。英語を安らかに眠るがいい。
Hrodmir, the beast that would swallow the whole world whole. The bones in his body creaked and began to reassemble into those of the wild animal. That was bad. I had to kill him now. If he finished that chant, he would murder us all, even if we had the chance to blink. If no amount of acceleration was enough to let me catch up to him, there was but one thing to do. I had to halt time. Yeah! Not even his infinite speed could exceed the absolute and a complete stop. Yeah, that's the problem, like, if he have infinite speed, doesn't that mean you cannot stop it? Huh? I knew that was my only chance, and yet... Yeah, you cannot do this. Run! Run! You cannot probably run. Like, if he has, like, infinite speed, yeah, you are fucked. No matter how much I hold and pressed onwards, I couldn't get closer. Would I die here? Was this the end for us? We did everything we could, with our lives on the line, Shiro, Sakura and I. We all fought in our best condition, mastered all of our strength, putting it to the limit, and it still wasn't enough. Shit! Yep, and you have the long hair now. He uttered the final word. The few meters still separating us seems like the longest distance in the world. Please, someone, anyone, lend me more speed. I'm begging you. If I couldn't do this with Creation Figment, I would strive for the highest stage, the ultimate Evocate. It should be capable of stopping the very flow of the time. You want to get fourth degree? Now, suddenly, you just activated your third one. There's no way he getting fourth. There's no way. No way. No. I don't believe it. There's no way. We don't even know how the hell fourth one works. Now will be my last chance to do anything. The power to save my comrades. The world where I would no longer have to lose anyone. Mari, where have you gone? All devouring beast of the abyss. Holy crap. I was but one step away. Yet, still I failed to reach him. Wait, what? And so the indomitable battalion commander of the Obsidian Round Table suffered the defeat? What the fuck happened? What? Indeed, complete and utter defeat, not a victory. Oh shit! The lance. What the? Oh? Oh my god. This is the first time I see Trifa in his like SS uniform. Holy shit. Also Trifa for some fucking reason, was able to come close to Schreiber. Why? Is it because he was not aware of him? Probably, right? It must be the weakness of his third degree. Like he is like the fastest being in the universe, basically. But he cannot protect himself from the sneak attacks because he cannot like perceive them. So if Trifa got like him by surprise, he cannot dodge it. So being faster than— oh my god, this is such a fucking ridiculous and insane. Being faster than Schreiber means being the slowest guy in the universe. If you're so slow that no one can actually see that you are moving and like you are so close, you are, you know, you are just like have to like be an assassin. Take out Schreiber. Being the slower makes you the better against him, huh? Because you don't make any sound. Also, isn't like Makina and Samuel gonna try to like murder you? Or so how the fuck— oh my god. What the— oh. I cannot believe it that he actually can like take out Schreiber. What the fuck? None of us present could fully comprehend the sight that unfolded before our eyes. This is so ridiculous. What the hell?
大した意味などありませんよ。どうせあなたは忘れておられる。だが、我が愛し子たちの安寧のため、あえて言っておきましょうか。
Expect for the man who appeared from behind him, seemingly out of nowhere. Yeah. Pierced Schreiber hard. Like, how did you sneak by him? Like, how? Why no one like even like perceived you? Like, your power level should be like being basically manifested like from like miles. How did you sneak up to him? Into everyone else. Everyone was like looking literally at Schreiber. And he just like boop, pop up next to him. Okay, what? Can you teleport as well? Outside of having like Heldrich body?
実に爽快だ。心地よい。ああ、泣いても泣かなくても殺してよい子供といえばあなたくらいですね。シュライバー卿。
Valera Trifa towered before us with a blissful smile of thoughtful exhalation dancing on his lips. And that's how we end the— oh wow. Guys, this is the first time I end the episode with the end of the episode. Holy fuck, this is like— this is new! This is new to me! This is new to me! Vanguard ends. What the fuck?
Hansen Klein ging allein in den weiten Wänden
I will end in a second. What is this?
Stocken på steden go. Don't
I don't know what the song it is. I mean, I know the rhythm and I know the song, but I don't know what that was.
Hansen Klein ging allein in den weiten Main.
Oh, is it the— no, this is not the London Bridge, right? This is something else. Maybe? Maybe? The gentle song of the foreign land, hummed by the Radiant's voice. A touch of nostalgia colored its melody, reminiscent of the local folk songs, while the words themselves did not sound alike in the slightest. Anyone who had heard one would find the other familiar. This is such a change. We just like ended with like Schreiber being dead. Oh!
Jojo?
Okay, maybe I will continue actually a bit more. Maybe like to see the beginning of the next episode? Yeah, so... Yeah, this is the CG where I was like, yeah, I'm bad. Like, for some reason, I thought before that this is Schreiber, not Schreiber, Heldrich. This is probably Valkyria. She was blonde, we saw. And this guy is... I don't know, he had black hair. I don't think it's Machina. Maybe like her brother been with them? He could be Kane. The young girl could not resist asking. She knew the song despite not having lived a decade. She tugged on the sleeve on this songstress before repeating the question with the crystal clear eyes.
少女でしょ今の。
The butterfly.
ええ、正確にはその原曲。私があなたくらいの頃、よく友達と歌ったわ。
Okay. The woman, her beautiful beauty, rivaling that of the noble-born princess, answered the girl with a smile. From the silky, exquisite locks that reached down to her waist, to a pair of eyes, deep and blue like the mountain lake. Every single aspect of her, graceful demeanor, spoke of her high standing. Her countenance had taken a gentle, worldly shade. Yet no commoner could ever hope to mimic the dignity of her features.
なんとなく、この街は私の故郷と空気が似ている。そのせいでしょうね。ふと思い出したのは。ねえ、さっきの歌はなんて名前？
幼いハンス。
Okay, I don't know what that means. Maybe it's Mercurius then? Who is this guy? I guess this is Valkyria, but this one? The only one with black hair I know Mercurius and Machina. And also Sakurai's, right? Because Sakurai have like black hair, I guess. So maybe Kane, like her brother. Was it the radiance of the woman next to him that made the young man seems like the withered tree? His looks, the way he carried himself, all belonged to an average man, exhibiting the irregularities, yet his demeanor lacked a certain spotlightness, the air of the meekness lingering about him, one that people might associate with the elderly man under the deathbeds.
だけどベアトリス、子供に嘘を教えちゃいけないよ。蝶々の原曲はスペイン民謡。
Okay. So she is the Valkyria, okay.
そうだったかしら？
ああ。でもだからといって代わりに歌ってみせろというのは勘弁してくれ。
Okay, so
僕が
who are
字を
you?
書くだけだから。
I have a feeling like this is Kane.
そんなのつまんない。
That's what... Maybe they were like friends or something. That's why kinda so focused about Beatrice. Yeah, my shot is that Kane. Shaking his head, the man had trouble smiling in response to the girl's
彼女の
sulkiness.
後で披露するような喉も、それに耐えられる心臓も、あいにく持ち合わせちゃいないんだよ。
私笑ったりしないのに。
The man's placid gaze met the spark of discontent in the young girl's eyes. His mild manners making him look even older than before.
観念したら？
いや、そう言うけどさ。
私、あなたのお経みたいな歌、割と好きよ。お経、お経。
Okay. It sounded like a roundabout way to make fun of his singing being off key. The man ruffled his hair as he shot a pleading glance towards the sky.
ひどいな。確かに否定はしないけど、そもそも語学は苦手なんだよ。
語学って、あなた。
That had little to do with anything, but the woman changed her mind, deciding not to bully the poor lad any further. Her gaze wandered down to the little girl now jovially humming a song of her own. Indeed, she did not know anything, neither her own position, nor the true nature of the two around her. How did you met? Like, who do you think they are? Who do you think they are? They had no time. They simply did not have enough time. The woman was a wraith, an evil spirit, and this blissful reality was an illusion doomed to fade, like memories of the dream soon after waking. But she wished for the girl to keep on dreaming. As such, she had to...
ベアトリス、
She had to what? The man called out to her. No doubt, having realized what was on her mind, he gazed down at her with admonitory eyes.
君にこんなことを言うのは釈迦に説法かもしれないが、
忠告？
For a moment, she lost the track of what he was trying to say.
生産杯には気をつけろ。あの男を信じちゃいけない。
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. The chill of the man's words brought her back to reality.
僕らは君らと違ってハイドリヒ教やメルクリウスを覚えていない。だから理解の及ばない存在より手近なところが気になるんだよ。
Okay.
まあ、
The man made a faint smile, but his eyes remained stern. Even his usually soft, meek tone rang heavily this time.
レイやマルウスもそこは同じだ。君らは黄金と水銀に毒されて目が悪くなっている。忘れてはいけないよ、ベアトリス。今僕らを率いているのはあの男だということ。
Yeah. Having been exposed to the pinnacle of magnificence that shattered their common sense to pieces in a single gust, the inclination to ignore lesser things that neglected the more common pitfalls at their very feet was the shared voice of all members of the obsidian table.
あるいはそれを見越した上で彼のそのあたり、さすがは黒煙卓の総統と言うべきかな。ああ、今の発言は不敬だったね。別に忠誠をないがしろにしてるわけじゃないんだ。僕
いい。分かっている。
The woman frowned at the man's lack of tact. There were a million other things she would prefer to hear him say. He'd always been like that, always worrying about others over himself. If he keep up like that, he would eventually...
ねえ、ベアトリス。
Yeah,
どこか痛いの？
he will die.
辛そうだよ。
I assume it's kind.
あ、ごめんなさい。そんなことはないんだけど。うん。泣きそうな。
But that would mean like... From this conversation, I'm not sure if Sakura is like realizing who he is, so maybe it's not kind? I don't know.
戦乙女の名が泣きかねない。
あなたたちは。
And whose fault was that? Despite a flash of anger in her heart, Beatrice found herself smiling. She always did it in his presence.
君は綺麗だよ。
Was it a mere coincidence that her cheeks flushed red at that moment?
ベアトリスは綺麗。
ああ、昔から変わらないね。僕がこんなことを言うのは生意気かな。
そうね。まったく偉そうに。
He was like her younger brother. He would need to wait another decade before he could possibly court her.
誰があなたに剣を教えたと思っているのよ。
今じゃ僕の方が強いさ。
Oh! Really? Okay.
あら、どうかしら。喧嘩はダメよ。
The girl clumsily lashed onto both hands. The warmth of her tiny grip reminded Beatrice of the days she had lived as human. As such, she had but one wish burning in her heart, to end the senseless spiral of bloodshed within her generation. She had grown tired of battles lies and deceit, of path forged through the black arts. She did not wish to give birth to any more abominations of war. She had protected this girl, the curse of strife, and ensured that she could live out her days surrounded by happiness. Well, it didn't work out.
私が何とかしてあげる。カイン、あなたは。
Yep, I was right. Okay.
その名で呼ばないでくれよ、ベアトリス。僕はまだ。
そうね。
Yeah, you are still not Tubal Cain. You know your destiny, I guess, but you're still like different name. Yeah, like you're Sakurai something. We don't know your name. It felt as if the two smiled through invisible tears. Her two heroes, knights that girl had trusted and loved more than anyone in the world. She would carry the memories of this day, the final moments they shared together, all the way to her grave. Even now, guilt and regret tormented her. Had she been a little older at the time, she might have been able to stop the two. Were they fighting maybe each other and killed each other or something? Maybe that's what happened in the museum? Covenant. Okay. And now we are going to end the episode. With the unforgettable for the most moment of her past, Kay awoke from slumber, and we are going to end the episode. Yes, okay. This episode is probably 2 episodes I recorded actually in this recording session. I didn't expect this to go that long, actually. Wow. Anyway, thank you for being with me for today's episode and for the previous one. Holy shit, Schreiber been fucking amazing. And I still cannot believe that Thrifa just take him out like this. These episodes were like the most intense episodes ever. Also, Sakurai leveled up into like probably the level of true Valkyria. That was amazing. I'm glad that she can finally do this. So now I have more hope. Also, now I realize, wait, these guys are like back in the den. Thrifa just let them go. He just murdered Schreiber and just let them go. Is he not scared of like Samuel and Makina? I cannot... Thrifa, what the fuck? Anyway, that will be it for this episode. So leave a like if you like the episode. Check my Discord, you can become a member if you would like to support me. And subscribe if you would like to see more of DS Irae and other novels that I play, which are in the description right now. These are the ongoing visual novels right now, but there's more on the channel, like Muramasa and stuff as well. So yeah, anyway, thank you everyone for being with me, for supporting me, and I will see you in the next episode of DS Irae. So for now, Pocket Watch is going out.